Welcome, beloved. Welcome to a moment of magnificence. Welcome to a moment of remembering who you really are, what life really is. I am Astarius Miraculi. And today's message is activating forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful expressions that we could engage in. We find our connection to power, the awareness that we are creating our lives 100% through the experience of forgiveness. So we're going to be working with some vocal harmonics today for the activating of that expression of forgiveness, because so many people are trapped in resentment and holding grudges and things of that nature. I use the frequency of sound, as in vocal harmonics, vocal overtones, because sound is the primordial first cause, and sound is a bridge between the worlds, between the world of the non-physical, of spirit, and the realm of physicality. So it is a mediator between them. So we can use the resonance of sound to bring about healing, to bring about a remembering of who and what we really are. So, trust and forgiveness, the sacred twins. Trust brought you to this earth. To heaven, forgiveness ascends. The rage of resentment blocks the lessons you must learn, and the darkest of relationships then constantly return. You see, resentment is something that breeds a cycle of being caught in the spider web of cyclicity. And over and over and over again, there's the attracting of unpleasant relationships. Forgiveness is that which opens the way to begin to attract relationships that are of greater fulfillment, greater benevolence, greater honoring, greater love, greater support. So we're going to work with forgiving parents, forgiving the significant other, forgiving self, and forgiving God. So let's start with parents, in that our parents are the means by which we achieved our physical birth, and sometimes for various reasons we have major issues with mama, major issues with daddy, and it's really important that we heal any resentment that we might be feeling towards mother and father. Those are the supreme authorities within our lives. The first authority figures that we experience in life is our parents. And if we hold any resentment toward our parents, that resentment will translate to resentment toward all authority figures. Government, teachers, bosses, ad infinitum. And when we hold resentment toward any authority figure, it also reflexes back to our inner authority. And so we block our own capacity to express inner authority by having resentment toward authority figures. So let's begin with parents. These next tones that we'll do, and I invite you to tone along with me, are for the purpose of healing any damaged trust that was triggered through our relationship with our parents, any issues that we may be yet holding on to. So anything relative to mom and relative to dad, through these tones we heal those blockages to bring about our sacred liberation. Tone with me. divine Creator, we thank you for giving us the presence of mind and heart to have a forgiving heart, a forgiving mind towards our parents relative to any difficulty that we experienced with mother, with father. We thank you, God, Goddess, for guiding us to be in appreciation for our parents, recognizing that they gave us the greatest possible gift that we could receive, and that is entry into this physical life that we journey through, the means by which we have this embodiment so that we could have this physical experience. And so we say thank you to our parents, to mom and dad, and we forgive any of the painful experiences that we may have encountered through our parents, and choose to resonate with the rhythm of love and forgiveness always and in all ways. The weapon of distrust breathe the horrors of your pain, and distrustful ones will come to you until you trust again. When we are abundantly distrusting, we become magnetic to attracting those who are abundantly untrustworthy. And trust and forgiveness are twins, and the firstborn twin is always forgiveness. Forgiveness always has to precede trust. Forgiveness is the master key, opening the cage to set you free from distrust, misery, pain, and strife, from those we feel have wrecked our life. Who can do a thing to you that you yourself did not create? Will you place blame outside yourself, or was it you who wove your fate? All experiences that we encounter in life are experiences that we create. When we attract a significant other, a romantic relationship in which we experience pain, if they are dishonoring towards us or not very loving towards us, at some level of our being we have created the need to learn and grow through that experience of not being loved or not being as honored as we might like to be. And so if you have someone in your past that you were in romantic relationship with or married to, and you feel that they hurt you or dishonored you, or didn't love you in the way that you wanted to be loved, it's important to know that the dark past has passed away, and used to be's don't make no honey. And so as you move forward into your new relationship, it is important that you heal the pain of the old relationship, because every relationship is a passport into the next relationship, either a passport into greater joy or a passport into greater pain. It's a passport into greater joy when we're able to remember the painful past relationships in a good way, with allowing, with acceptance, and with forgiveness, because then we're able to learn the lesson that we were meant to learn. And once we learn all that any dark situation has to teach, the negativity outlives its usefulness and moves out of the way, making room for something else more wonderful. And so these next tones are for healing the pain associated with former spouses, former lovers, former boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever it is that you had difficult experiences with, or we had difficult experiences with in the past, and we want to clear this so that we can have greater joy in our future relationships. So tone with me for the healing of painful, romantic, unresolved relationships. to all of our past lovers, past husbands and wives, girlfriends and boyfriends. Thank you for the catalyst that you have been for my growth. Thank you for the challenges that you brought forth into my life, enabling me to become an even stronger person, not so much in spite of those difficulties I experienced with you, but because of those difficulties. Thank you for helping me to understand that I am meant to be empowered by everything. Thank you, beloved Creator, for all experiences that I have had in all of my relationships. And so I send love and gratitude unto all of my past relationships, therefore making the space to have pristine fulfillment and joyous expansion in all of my new relationships. So I bless the darkness, make it right, reverse the tide, and free the light. The past you reap, the future you sow, the present collects the debts you owe. If you had not the need, there would be no dirty deed, much wisdom to be gained from the center of your pain. Forgiveness is a must, for it teaches you to trust. Suspicion is a hungry beast that rips away your inner peace. Let go now of past resentment toward fallen love of yesterday. If not, your past repeats itself and steals the joy of this great day. If you don't forgive the past, you can't trust the present, and you then attract a future untrustworthy and unpleasant. And so we want to forgive. Forgiveness is not so much a gift that we give unto the person that we are forgiving or the people that we forgive. Forgiveness is the greatest gift that we can give unto our own self. Because in forgiving, we are in the recognition that we're creating our own lives 100%. All things are not necessarily created at a conscious level. Many things we create unconsciously. And we are just as responsible for our unconscious creations as we are for our conscious creations. And so now we're going to do some tones for the forgiving of self. What is it that you are holding against yourself? What mistakes you feel that you have made, and wrongs you feel that you have inflicted upon life or others. It's time to stop holding these things against yourself. Again, if you don't forgive the past, you can't trust the present, and you then attract a future untrustworthy and unpleasant. So tone with me for the forgiving of self. thank you, beloved self, for the sacred opportunity to be me. I appreciate my life as a whole. The good, the bad, the ugly, or even the difficulties of life are serving unto me and serving unto my empowerment. And so I hold supreme gratitude for my own selfhood. And I recognize that it is by virtue of myself that the universe is completed, that the universe would utterly be incomplete without my expression of being. And let every beloved be in this realization that we are our own version of the whole universe. We are the microcosmic universe, the holographic universe. And so we give forgiveness unto ourselves with the forgiving power of God. And finally, we want to offer forgiveness to God because many times we as human beings feel that God has dealt us a bad hand. And we hold things against God and we feel that our life is not working because God doesn't have our back. When God is always has our back and is always there for us, but human misunderstandings sometimes project negativity onto our Creator. And so if we have at any time been unforgiving or held negative energy towards our Creator, let us offer these tones for the clearing of that. So honor your Creator, beloved, as the macrocosmic extension of your own self, as you are the microcosmic extension of God, Goddess Absolute. And now offer these tones with the didgeridoo for the sealing of all of these sacred intentions to activate the spirit of forgiveness. So thank you, beloved, for sharing in this moment of the spirit of forgiving. Thank you for moving forward and empowering your life with forgiveness. I am Astarius Miraculi. Love you so much. Invite you to visit my website. I have a number of CDs over there. Some of you are only familiar with my YouTube videos, but I do have 17 CDs. You can hear sound clips on everything, and I would love for you to be empowered by everything that I have to offer. So at the very least, go over there and listen to some of those sound clips, and all of those albums are available via a hard copy CD that can be mailed to you or digital downloads. I also have a couple of books over there. You can read excerpts from my books. I am a psychic astrologer, and I do psychic astrology readings as well as sound healing transmissions with didgeridoo and vocal harmonics. I also practice and teach Reiki. I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia. However, in terms of my session work, I do sessions by way of Skype as well as by phone. So I do work with people all over the world. I also have a donation button on my website. If you feel moved and blessed by my offerings and you want to offer a donation, a tithe, I am so grateful for any and all donations that you extend, and thank you so much for all of you who have been sending forth donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakin, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom. May you always have miles on your smile, wiggle in your giggle, tingling in your boots, and have laughter ever after. Our juice is cooked and infinitely expanding. Namaste.